The second week of April is National Dog Bite Prevention Week to help raise awareness and prevent dog bites. Dr. Amy Guernsey with University Veterinary Care Center is joining us for our weekly pet advice segment. Dr. Guernsey, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, this is something that even President Biden is going through with recent biting incidents involving his dog Major. So how common are dog bites?
Unfortunately, really common. If you think about how many dogs are in the U.S., there are millions of dog bites reported every single year. And unfortunately, most of them involve children. I hear it all the time in my clinic, oh, my dog would never bite. But I think I'm not alone in the veterinary community just assuming that if it has a mouth, it has the potential to bite. It just takes the right situation for even the friendliest of dog to be provoked to that point.
Well, I was wondering, how would you even know if your dog might be inclined to bite? And you just mentioned, if it has a mouth, it could bite. But are there warning signs? Are there ways to know that your dog might bite?
Yeah, so first of all, situational. It depends on what the dog is going through. Some dogs bite out of pain or out of fear. Some of them are more resource guarding, whether it be food or toys. Sometimes if they're just startled, awoken from a deep sleep. Signs can be really obvious. People always think of the dog with the raised ruffles on its back and grinning, baring teeth, but sometimes those signs are a lot more subtle. It could be as little as a stiffened body posture, ears flattened a little bit, what we call a whale eye or a side eye, where they're not looking at you directly, is a sign that they're not comfortable with the situation, and they may do a slow lick of their nose is another sign that, hey, things are escalating here and I need you to get away from me.
What are some of the best ways to prevent dog bites, especially when kids are involved?
Yeah, education's really important. Teaching kids when it is or is not okay to approach a dog, especially a strange dog. Letting them know that it's not okay to bother their dog while they're eating or to roughhouse with them, especially when they're asleep. Teaching them, gentle handling of their animals. That's important. Helping everybody understand body language, including those subtle signs, is important. And then, of course, understanding your dog's triggers. If your dog is happy-go-lucky and really doesn't have a lot of triggers, great. But for some dogs, wearing a hat around the house can be enough to kind of put them on edge.
Well, any advice if you know that your dog is a biter?
Yeah, so first advice I have for somebody who has a dog with a history of biting is to understand that there is a certain level of liability to owning that dog. If that dog were to bite a person, especially a child, obviously we don't want to deal with those injuries. We want to keep people safe, but that certainly can come back from a financial standpoint as well. So understanding the liability aspect is important. Reaching out to a behaviorist or a trainer or a veterinarian that understands behavior and training can be helpful to help curb those behaviors and get the dog more comfortable.
All right, good advice to help prevent dog bites. Dr. Amy Guernsey, thank you for being with us today. And if you'd like more information about University Veterinary Care Center, just head over to universityvetcare.com.